A lot of mobile games are making their way over to the Switch, including the game that I'm developing. But why are these games so expensive? Hello everyone, my name is Adam and I'm an indie game developer, and welcome to TimeLag Gaming, where I talk about everything Nintendo from the perspective of a game developer, as well as give you behind the scenes videos on what I'm developing. If you're new here, watch this video, and if you like what you see, hit subscribe and smash that like button. I've been making a lot of progress on my game SpikeBlade since I recovered the game files. Now I'm wondering how much should I charge for it. If you want to see my other videos about SpikeBlade, I will link to a playlist up here. The game I'm making will be released on iOS first to help pay for the development of the Switch version that will be the deluxe version with more content. But this leads to the question, how much should mobile games cost versus their console counterparts? Let's look over a few mobile games that are on Switch. First off, we have Chameleon Run Deluxe Edition, which is $2 on mobile and $6 on the Switch. This is a platforming game, and the Switch version is supposed to be the deluxe version, but from what I can see, it has no additional content. Then we have Stardew Valley, which is a farming simulator. It's $8 on iOS and $15 on the Switch. Then we have Horizon Chase Turbo, which is an arcade racing game. It's $3 on mobile and $20 on Switch. However, it adds tons of new content, including local multiplayer, online leaderboards, and new modes. Then we have another platformer called Kid Trip. It's $1 on mobile and $4 on the Switch. Next, we come to Dandara, which is a Metroidvania platformer. It costs $14 on mobile and $15 on the Switch. Then we have Limbo, which is a puzzle platformer. It costs $4 on mobile and $10 on the Switch. Then we have Reigns, which is a strategy game and costs $2 on mobile versus $8 on console. Then we have Old Man's Adventure, which is a puzzle adventure game with a story. It costs $2 on mobile and $10 on the Switch. These are just a few examples of mobile games that are on Switch. And as you can tell, the games are much cheaper on mobile versus the Switch. So why are these mobile games so much more expensive on the Switch? Well, first of all, because people just aren't willing to pay a lot for a game on their phone. But the main reason is because it costs a lot more money to develop games for consoles than for mobile. Game engines typically make it cheaper to export your game to iOS or Android. But to export the game to a console is way more expensive. The game engine I use is GameMaker Studio 2, and it costs $400 to export games to iOS and Android. This lets you create a limited number of games for this one-time fee. However, it costs $800 a year to export to one console. That's $800 every year. So in order to make up for that cost, games are priced higher on consoles so that the developers can actually make a profit off their games. You also are usually getting a more complete version on console. Most of the time, console versions of mobile games include any DLC from the original game, and sometimes even adds a lot more content like Horizon Chase Turbo. So when a console version includes more content, that means the developers have put even more work into making the game for that platform, so it makes even more sense to increase the price. Now, coming back to my game SpikeBlade, I'm wondering how much should it cost on mobile and how much should it cost when I release it on the Switch. Right now, I'm debating on selling my game SpikeBlade for $1 or $3 on iOS. I actually am not trying to make a profit on this game. I obviously would love to make money on the game since I put so much work into it, but my main goal is to earn enough money so I can develop the game for the Switch. You also may not know, but platforms like the Apple App Store and Google Play Store take a 30% cut from your earnings. So if I sold the game for $1, I would only get 70 cents from that sale. This is also true for the eShop and other digital game stores. However, for consoles, it's usually more like a 20% cut. I like the idea of selling it for $1 because it's literally just $1. Who doesn't have $1 laying around? However, charging $3 for the game could help me reach my goal 3 times faster, and it's still only $3, not that much at all. Especially considering I've been working on this game for almost 6 years now. By the way, if you think I'm stupid for working on a simple mobile game for so long, I've been developing it off and on as a side hobby. I've never fully devoted my time with it, and I've had so many setbacks that have caused it to take so long to develop. When it comes to the console version of my game, it is going to have to be more expensive than the mobile version, because like I said before, it costs $800 a year to develop the game for Switch. So I'm going to want to sell the Switch version for more money so I can hopefully eventually at least break even with how much money I put into developing the game. I'm not sure how much I want to sell the deluxe Switch version for, but probably around $4 to $8. I want to keep the price low so it'll seem more appealing to people looking at the game, but I can't sell it for too little or I might never recoup the cost of putting it on the Switch. One advantage of selling my game for $3 on mobile and say $8 on the Switch is then I can put the game on sale once in a while. If I was to sell the mobile version for $1, I can't really put it on sale. And if I were to sell the game for $4 on Switch, I would make hardly anything on putting it on sale for even cheaper. So I'm thinking of selling it for $3 on mobile, but I'm still not sure about the Switch pricing. So there you have it. That's why mobile games cost so much more on Switch. And now you also have an idea of how much I will be charging for my game. Nothing is final yet, and if you have any ideas of how I should price my game, be sure to let me know. Have you ever bought a game on Switch that is also on mobile? Do you think these type of indie games are worth the extra money on Switch? What do you think about the pricing of these indies on Switch? Let me know your take in the comments down below. Thanks again for watching.